Enumeration option is set to off.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense making their way on the field today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He'll hand it off. That's a safety for the defense.
Well, that's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
Giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. Look out, room to run here. So LSU's offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Breaks loose at the 45. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Nunez. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Zips it down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. 2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep down the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, BYU. Too much speed for the defense. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Then they come up with something here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. And they'll use the ground game here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
But to avoid another punt here in the 2nd drive, they got to convert here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Nunez. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
Bringing it out. It's John. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They started at 28. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Has the first down and more. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, and 2nd down and 11. He dumps it off to the tight end. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Trying to convert with a sneak. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The Cougars will bring their punt team onto the field. The offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. BYU has the lead here, Kurt, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Hands off to the left. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. On the ground, it's John. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
And they pick up the first on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense back out there trying to get something going. That's the spin move. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff to the back. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Catch made in space. Look out. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's John. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the runner takes off to his right. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Second down after that previous play. Now here's the toss play. Powers through. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. To throw, it's Morton. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
On third down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps the foot in bounds. What concentration.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Touchdown, BYU. They were not going to catch him that time.
Boy, the timing here is essential between a quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Breaks into open space. First down and more. He's still running. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Nunez. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice grab. It's John. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They'll kick it away here. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's John. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Back to throw. It's Nunez. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And he's got it. No problem.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Got the first down and still motoring. The freshman brought down after a nice run. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. Even though they're down in this game, clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy.
He's in the clear. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they bring him down for a loss. After the big gain, they feed him the ball again, but the defense all over it this time.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it off.
Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Ball handed to the running back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back to pass. It's Morton. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Past the touchdown, LSU. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
Well, LSU LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive, but you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo, just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Cougars will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Now it's second down here. And the tailback's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Nunez. Makes a quick catch. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
But they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner will be brought down. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back. It's Morton. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Hebe keeps it himself. Looks like BYU will have the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
First down and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop, but it's a big play with 31. BYU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The penalty backs him up 1st and very long. Dropping back, it's Morton. Lets it go quickly. And this one is caught. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Grinding away with a running game. First down, looking for more now. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And now the defense decides to spend the timeout to regroup a bit.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass, it's Nunez. Grab near the sticks. It's Savage. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
On the run, it's Harris. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense they keep away and secure the victory? Here comes the handoff. Running through the tackle.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
A running play called on 4th down. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Comes down to this in this playoff game, 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? To the air, it's Morton. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. And the quarterback will just clock the football. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Pressure is coming. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Well, that was close to a disaster. If that is a sack here late in this game, quarterback does a good job of just throwing that ball away to keep them alive and give them a chance here on 4th down. Remember now, they need a touchdown. They've got to be able to convert here. Now,
deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
oh, it's not over yet. fourth down interception is going to cost him critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They'll hand it off. As the first down is still going. They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.